Hello there, and welcome back to Writing from Scratch with me, Tom. On today's video, I want to talk to you all about how to manage your time when you're writing your book. Time management can be one of the most difficult and frustrating parts of trying to write a book. And this is compounded by the fact that our lives aren't simple and that you have other things and activities and interests that are also vying for your attention. So on this video, I want to share with you a couple of tips that you can use to make sure that you're using your time more effectively and that you don't neglect writing your book. First of all, and most obviously, is making a schedule for your writing and writing activities. If you're somebody who has a fairly standard routine in your daily life, balancing your work, hobby, families, and other activities, then it shouldn't be too difficult to find a little bit of time that you can dedicate towards writing. Now, this amount of time is unspecified. It can be 5 minutes or 5 hours. It really depends on your current schedule at the moment. But all you want to be doing is making sure that you're clear when you need to be dedicating time to your book. This can help relieve a little bit of the stress and anxiety that comes around maybe feeling that you're neglecting your book. By having a schedule and a set time when you're going to be working on your book, you can be very clear about what you need to be doing and when. Secondly, and this is connected to having a schedule, I recommend making a list of all the activities that you feel you need to do in order to successfully produce your book. Now, remember that writing isn't just writing, it's research and drafting and editing and revising and maybe interviewing, and lots of other activities go into making a book. So by making a list, it can be really clear what you need to do. This can break up the monotony of doing the same task over and over again, and can also make your writing sessions more efficient by knowing exactly what you need to do in that session. Thirdly, and this is something that I really struggled with, you need to understand that there is no perfect mood for writing. Lots of writers fall into the trap of feeling that they need to be in the right mood in order to produce effectively, and this just simply isn't true. Understand that when you have a schedule, even if you're not feeling like you want to do some writing, it's still important that you go ahead and do that, even if you're not in the perfect mind frame to do so. Just like with any work, you don't have to be in 100% perfect mode in order to effectively produce something. And at the end of the day, with your book, you can always go back and change things later. So don't lose lots of time trying to get into this perfect mood. Just go ahead and start writing and follow your schedule. Fourth, and this is another fairly obvious point, but you need to be making sure that you're removing any distractions during your writing sessions. Music, videos, phones, even family members are all things that can interfere with the efficiency of your writing sessions. This is especially important if you're a very busy person and you don't have a lot of time to dedicate towards your book. By making sure that you're being strict and removing distractions, you're also making sure that you're using that time as effectively and efficiently as possible. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, you need to be honest with yourself. This is perhaps the most difficult, because oftentimes the activities that you're engaging in will often try and justify that as something that is contributing towards our work. But really, we know that it's not. There's nothing wrong with enjoying other things and watching YouTube videos or browsing the internet. That's a perfectly natural thing to do and can actually be really helpful in generating ideas. But we also need to be honest that when this isn't meeting what we set out to do in our schedule. This is something that lots of writers struggle with, and it's something that I found really difficult, but you need to make sure that you're being honest about how productive you're being and making sure that you're not wasting time trying to justify activities that aren't contributing to your book. So just be careful. So that's all we have time for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you found some of these tips useful for trying to manage your time when you're writing your book. And please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing the video with your friends, and I'll see you all next week. Thank you very much.